Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to crack open Dr. Phil McGraw's Life Code, his strategic guide for navigating a world that, let's be honest, doesn't always play by the rules we were taught.
So let me ask you something. Have you ever been betrayed by someone you trusted? You know that feeling, taken advantage of, manipulated, or just completely blindsided by what someone did? It's frustrating. It's disorienting. Well, Dr. Phil argues there's a real reason for it, and it's not because you're naive.
And according to Dr. Phil, this is right where the problem starts. See, we're often given a rulebook for a polite, fair world that, unfortunately, not everyone is reading from. He says we have to understand the world as it is, not just as we wish it would be.
And what does that mean? It means it's time to wake up from being on autopilot. Dr. Phil's point is that when we're just lulled by our daily routines, we become super easy targets. Winning in life isn't about luck. It's about making a conscious shift from being a spectator to being an active player.
Okay, so how do you actually become a player? Well, first things first, you have to identify your opponents. And Dr. Phil has a very specific name for the people who deliberately create chaos and pain in your life. He calls them baiters.
Now let's be clear, a baiter isn't just someone you disagree with. No, this is anyone who intentionally causes you harm, or someone who just flat out doesn't care about your well-being while they're going after what they want. Their actions are fundamentally destructive to you.
And this right here, this gets to the absolute core of their mindset. What truly defines a baiter is this shocking inability to feel or even comprehend the pain that they inflict on other people. They might say the right words, sure, but deep down, there's just a total disconnect from your reality.
And here, Dr. Phil breaks down their psychology into what he calls the Evil 8. And this isn't just some random list, it's a pattern to look for. They feel entitled to what you have, truly believing they deserve your job or your partner or your success. They are totally incapable of empathy, so your pain? It's irrelevant to them. And they have this narcissistic worldview where you really only exist for one of two reasons, either as an instrument for their gain or as an obstacle in their way.
So knowing their traits, that's one thing. But to truly defend yourself, you've got to know their tactics. So now, we're going to open up the baiter's secret playbook.
Dr. Phil's logic here is actually pretty simple. If you know what they're going to do before they do it, you take away their most powerful weapon, the element of surprise. It's kind of like a football coach who studies the other team's game footage just to anticipate every single move they're going to make on the field.
And this slide shows 3 of their absolute go-to plays. First up, isolation. They'll try to cut you off from your friends and family, anyone who might give you a reality check. Second, reframing reality. They'll deny things they said, deny things they did, making you literally question your own sanity. And third, emotional extortion. This is where they exploit your kindness, maybe threatening to harm themselves or even using your kids as leverage to make you feel guilty.
All right, so if that's their nasty playbook, what's yours? This is where the life code finally comes in. And listen, the goal here isn't to become cynical or to become a baiter yourself. Not at all. It's about playing smarter, harder, and better to protect what's yours.
This is the foundation of the whole thing. The new code demands that you stop automatically giving everyone the benefit of the doubt. Instead, you need to trust your own instincts, your own observations, first and foremost.
And I love this slide because it perfectly contrasts the old mindset with the new one. So instead of offering that blind trust, you suspend your judgment until you have more facts. Instead of trying to fly under the radar, you play big and demand to be seen. And you stop just waiting around for good things to happen, and you create a specific, discrete plan to go out and achieve your goals.
And these right here are the pillars of that new playbook. Your strategy is to become so valuable that people can't imagine getting by without you. It's about being crystal clear on what a win actually looks like for you. Is it a promotion? Is it peace of mind? What is it? You also need to study the rules of whatever game you're in, whether that's office politics or family dynamics. And, maybe most importantly, never, ever broadcast your strategy to your competitors.
You know, when it comes down to it, adopting this life code isn't just about playing defense. It's about playing offense. It's about taking control of your own narrative and actively writing the story you actually want to live.
Dr. Phil uses this famous quote from Teddy Roosevelt to make such a powerful point. Life isn't a spectator sport, you know? The credit doesn't go to the critics sitting on the sidelines. It goes to the person who bravely steps into the arena and actually engages with the fight, win or lose.
And that brings us to the ultimate takeaway from all of this. Stop being an extra in someone else's drama. You are the protagonist of your own story. This new code is all about giving you the tools and, frankly, the permission to step into that starring role with total confidence.
So there you have it. You've seen the opponents, you know their tactics, and now you have a new strategy for winning. The playbook is officially in your hands. So the only question left is, how are you going to play the game?